Hey, hey, welcome back. Oh, I forgot sticks. Oh, I keep forgetting sticks. We're going to have to craft sticks. Why do I keep forgetting sticks? Anyway, let's... Oh, no, it's turning night. Anyway, yeah, let's get on with the day's activities, the episode's activities. I first of all want to add some more marketplaces. Now, obviously, there's no place to do that on the main street. I do intend, however, to add a marketplace down here. As you can see, this is the back end of the kind of natural green area by the lake. And the reason I want to add a marketplace here is predominantly because I don't want to add the back of a building, if you know what I mean. Sounds like we've got someone trying to break out. Oh, he's trying to break in. I guess, yeah, that is a threat. Usually we're used to the zombies coming from inside the houses as opposed to outside the houses. So yeah, the aim is to add a marketplace just in behind the green area here. Should be alright. I'm just gonna add some dirt to this just to level the ground out, and we're gonna use one colour similar to the other marketplace, one colour different. We're gonna do orange, which we've not done before, and we're going to do dark blue. So let's see if we add, hang on a minute, there we go, let's pick that up. So we'll add it here, I guess. Oh, do we want it to span the whole length? The thing is, I'm pretty sure it's only 5 wide. These ones are. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're only 5 wide, so it's not like it's that spacious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stops there, and then if we're doing it on this side as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could do 3. That might work actually. I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with doing 3. Thing is, I'm gonna have to go and get a different colour of wool. We could just get red again, or maybe green. I think green would look good. 1, 2. Actually, no, it's the other way. It's 3. It's only 3 deep. So yeah, we'll add 3 marketplaces just in the back here. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna have to come up with a route of access. The problem is they'll be interconnected, but hopefully we can make that work. Right, so we'll do that. Do we have a crafting table on us? We do. I'm going to chop down these trees probably. I was keeping them here for as long as possible, but I feel like they're getting in the way now. They're getting in the way of my plans. Actually, we could have 2 separate ones, and then here this could be like a, I don't know. Let's go back to the original plan of just having 2. And yeah, we'll see how that works. In fact, let's move them over slightly. Let's move them over to here, like so. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we need to move the end ones over, and then we're going to add. We might add something in the middle. I'm not sure. What could we add in the middle? Like a chest or something? You'd see an ender chest in various areas, like various shopping areas, so people could access their, you know, whatever currency is being used, whether it's diamonds or dirt. Although I don't know anyone that's ever used dirt for currency. Right, let's eat up some pork chops. And I reckon what we're going to do is, yeah, we'll craft some more fences. And we're going to go and check out the other ones, the other marketplaces, see how tall they are. I feel like they're 4 tall maybe. We're just going to copy them block for block. Okay, no, 3 tall. 3 tall, and then you got the white and colour combo. I almost want to go with green instead of blue now, just for something a bit different. 1, 2, 3. Oh. It's not the first time I've misplaced a fence like that. So we'll do orange first. And then we'll work on... Well, we'll work on doing part of the green one. But I'll have to go and get some green wool because I don't have any. Right, so let's do this. Probably shouldn't have used an axe there to break the block, but whatever. So we'll see how orange looks. I feel like orange was one of the colours I originally used for the marketplaces I did on the RSG server, because that's effectively what I'm basing this off of. The difference was, on the RSG server, I had villagers behind the marketplaces. I mean, we could do that in theory, but I'm not, like, not just because it'd be difficult to get them here, but also because, have you seen the amount of zombies in this area? Like, they would not survive. I mean, we could try and make it zombie proof, but I don't know. I'm satisfied with just having these as props or whatever, just empty areas. There we go. And we'll make the floor stone. But I'll do that off camera. Right, let's add some more of this. Boom, there we go. 8. What was it? 3 times 4. We need some more. And yeah, I'll go get some green wool. I think green would look good. Or brown. I don't really like brown. Brown's okay. Just I think I prefer green. It's almost like a farmer's market. Does your town or village have a farmer's market? Let me know. Farmer's market being a market for I'm not sure if it's necessarily for farmers. I believe it's just for farm materials, maybe farm products. I mean, I know agriculture's not like done a lot in other parts of the world necessarily. I know there's some countries that obviously rely on imports. I mean, the UK does rely on food imports a fair amount as well. A lot of our food comes from abroad, but the I think there is an element of agriculture still done here. You know, you still get the packages in the shops that say, oh, this beef is from Britain, or this lamb is from Britain, or whatever. You know, they're making clear that the food that you're eating is domestic, or not domestic, local, something like that. Cool. So yeah, I'll work on sorting out these areas, and we'll move on to something else. Okay, so I was doing a wee bit of urban planning here, medieval style. As you can see, I've constructed a few pillars. These are to kind of represent where I might want a build to begin or end. I'm not really sure though. I definitely want something here. This is going to be like a customs office or something, where trade and the volume of people coming in and out of the city are kind of recorded, kept tabs on, that sort of a thing. We've got a path here that goes all the way down to the marketplaces, which I like. It's a good addition, but we are going to get rid of the tree here because it is obviously in the road. Kind of want to get rid of it. Another thing I've done is I've smoothed out the hill here, so it's now exactly a staircase in the sense of one block diagonally up from the next or the previous one, so that's good. I mean, I didn't need to do that. The reason I did it was more just for the sake of it, just to try it. I think what we'll do is we'll turn it all into grass and we'll add 1 or 2 trees. I'm not sure what trees though. I'm thinking oak, actually. Let's go with oak. Do we have any dirt? We do. So what we're going to have to do is something like... It's turning night, isn't it? It always starts turning night whenever I try to record. How should we do this? Let's start by... Let's just plant one here. Let's just go all in. Hopefully it's not a big one. Well, it is a big one, but it's not a big one. I think that's okay. I think we can get away with that. So something simple like that. That is ideal. Let's do another one over here. Right, that's okay. So maybe a wee bit small for my liking. But I think I'm just going to leave it as is. And then we'll do one more. That's definitely too small. We're getting rid of that one. Do I have a bed on me? I think my bed's situated somewhere. Yeah, so we'll add some grass. I might add flowers going up the side because I quite like that. I quite like having flowers right on the border with a path or a staircase or something. So maybe something like that. Right, let's try that again. Try to get a smaller tree. Oh, for crying out loud. I guess I'll plant some grass here and there. I think I'll probably just get rid of the flowers, as per usual. There's going to be a lot of vegetation in this episode because I've got one or two other areas I want to attempt to add some vegetation. Let's get rid of that. Ah, that's not bad. Oh yeah, we need to get rid of these ones because they kind of surround where the tree's going to go. Yeah, I like that. I rate that. That's pretty good. Yep, simple green area. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Let's try and get rid of some more of these. And we'll try grow our third tree, and this will be our final attempt. If it's a small one, well, if it's a small one, I'll decide whether I want to keep going or just end there. Do I want to keep it or leave it? Okay, yeah, that's better. We'll go with that. Let's just leave it. Let's just leave it as is. Cool. So we've got that area sorted out. I'm going to add some grass over here. Which reminds me, I've still got to actually fix the flower farm. Not saying I'll ever get around to it, but I might. Let's throw that out for a moment, and we're just going to leave the yellow flowers there for the time being. We need to add some grass there, and we're going to add some grass here, just because why not? Add a bit more decoration. Now I did have an idea of possibly doing a custom tree, but I am not very good at custom trees. I'm good at the custom tree. Actually, we could try the custom tree where we like grow a tall one and then add a few more logs to the base of it. So let's do that then. We'll put that. We'll put that right here. I'm not planning to put any builds in this area, but we could maybe get away with, yeah, adding a custom tree. Well, half custom tree. It's not going to be a full-on custom tree. It's just going to be a, I don't know, a bit of a hack. Oh, I was going to say I don't think this is going to work, but it did eventually. And man, that is a very tall tree. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add a few things to the bottom of it. Let's get that back. We're just going to, yeah, build things up slightly like that. And we'll have logs protruding from it here and there, which kind of gives an impression of, you know, roots growing into the ground. Let's do that. Not bad. Looks alright. I think. Hopefully it's not too bad. Can we maybe... I want to make... Well, I want to add a few more logs to the place. I think we'll just have to go with that. It is very... Let's... Tell you what, let's add some blocks here. I'm not gonna lie, it's not... I'm just not good. I don't have much experience with custom trees, but I mean, whatever. We'll just roll with it. Should we add to let's add to the branches here. Cool. Actually, let's get rid of that. There we go. And then we'll just do what we've always been doing. We'll add some grass at the bottom of it, right here. Add some into the garden of that house or build or whatever it is. Maybe it's both. It could be a house and a business. Right, there we go. So what we've done is we have added a bit of vegetation in areas where I'm not likely to build because there's either a lack of space or I have a lack of ideas for it. And so what that allows us is more time to think about what we might want to do with regards to other builds. So hang on, 1, 2, 3. We could potentially get 3 builds in here. Let's chop down this tree while we're at it. So there's potentially going to be 3 builds here. I'm not sure if they're going to stretch all the way back to this area or if we're going to have I don't know, some sort of a, not a garden area, but just something here. I mean, we could if we wanted to, but I don't want to go overboard with the vegetation. That one thing I do want to do right at the end, and I think I'm going to look for inspiration for what to do, but we're going to have a little bit of a shop down here, just a small kind of corner shop type thing. And the reason for that is, well, because I think that would go well here. We don't have much space to work with, and so yeah, just adding something very simple is probably the best thing for it. So first of all, I'm going to alter the road. Just trying to look for my gravel stack there. We're going to get rid of some of these. It's almost time to use my next spade. This one's actually lasted a lot longer than I thought, but then we haven't had to dig out massive areas. But yeah, this is where we're going to build a potential little shop. Just something small. It's going to be a small one because it doesn't get much business. It's not like, well, it's, the land value here is probably slightly less because it's not on the main street. It's kind of in a side alleyway. It's there's not much space. It's at the bottom of a hill, so it might get flooded in times of heavy rain. So yeah, it's going to be a small corner shop that does small kind of business. That's what I'm aiming for. So I'll have a look for a design and we'll get started with it. So I'm going to be attempting to construct a sort of a marketplace with a bit of a difference. I'm taking inspiration from a YouTube channel, Jared Gaming. I am going to alter the design slightly because his design is built long ways. I'm going to build mine across the way, and yeah, hopefully it will come out looking decent. So first of all, I think he builds his in an older version because there's no sideways logs. So I'm just going to copy it as far as that goes. Let's... I'm not sure if I should have it right up against this or if we should leave a gap. Let's connect it. Why not? So we're going to go up 4 blocks, and then I do have some fences I'm going to use. And this is going to be the front of the shop. Oh, we need cobble. I just realised we didn't have any cobble. So let's go and pick up some of that. Do we have any here? There we go. I'll pick up some of that. Also, I'll pick up a sign as well. So we're going to get this cobble in our bar. The cobblestone is going to go down here. We'll make it go along as far as... yeah, we'll go take it all the way to the end. Why not? And then we're going to have the fences connect to the cobble like so. And the reason I chose this design, of like a lot of the designs I saw online were, they were big. I searched up small kind of shop, but a lot of the apparent small shops were actually pretty big, bigger than this area. So that's why I went for this one, is because it's a fairly small size. I think we can just about get away with well, we can get away with our use of it in this particular area. Right, what I want to do is, should we add a fence there? Or is that too high? Let's do that. Let's just do it. Why not? Just do it, as they say. The good thing is, I constructed the building on the left in such a way that it doesn't intersect with anything here, which is good. So we'll just build the roof as normal. Let's get our bed down, sleep the night, and who knows what this shop will sell. I kind of have an idea for doing a blacksmith. I think that might be quite cool. I don't know how we're going to implement that necessarily, but we can certainly have a think about it. Right, so we need to keep in mind that we've got this part to do as well. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to have a kind of a wall of fences here. We need to get on top of these. Add in some vertical logs like so. And then we're going to stop it probably about here. So we'll do that. add the fence in, add that in, and then this is where the back of the shop will be. So I'll just add the roof on the back. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what this shop would necessarily sell. It's kind of like, as I said, a cheap marketplace. There's probably a low land value for this area, so yeah. It's kind of the equivalent of the... I was going to say the equivalent of the outskirts, but not really. There's this trend in the UK, it might be the case in other countries, but the central business area of urban districts seems to... Well, the land value there is quite high, so you only get the big corporations going there, big businesses. But there is a trend where a lot of businesses now buy land on the outskirts. Like in the outskirts of cities, you get like car manufacturers, things like that. You get these industrial areas that just spring up because of the low land value. That's kind of what I imagine this to be. Just because of its area, its proximity, things like that. The view's not that good either, is it? You got to keep that in mind. The view adds a lot of value onto properties, I'm sure. Maybe not so much businesses, but just properties in general. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to add fences here. And we'll add logs on top of them. Like so. And then we'll just continue with our roof. I like how I've hopefully got enough stairs for what we're hoping to do here. Oh, well I messed up there. It's because you can't sprint up stairs yet. Watch out for 1.5 though. Sprinting up stairs will become a reality. Brilliant. So now all we need is a... Well, all we need is what do you call it? Half slabs for the top section of the roof. Let's do that. Just something a bit different for the edge. And then if we jump down here, we've got to have... Yeah, we've got to have the base here. Or the base of the build implemented in there. Brilliant. Let's put all that in place. Add all that in. It's looking pretty good. I am liking it. And then we'll add in... Yeah, we'll add in our logs up there. Brilliant. So this is obviously the front where all the business, the transactions take place. Is this 1, 2... Oh yeah, I was going to say, is this an even number, but it is an odd number, sorry. I always prefer to work off of odd numbers. I'm not sure if you're aware. Right, let's dig into the hill slightly. We're going to add some crates and stuff here as well. I think we could we try and make that look better? I think we'll just leave it. Something simple. Yeah, I like that. That's alright. Let's add in the stone now as the base. And we need to bring in chests and stuff, crafting tables. A library could be quite cool. I mean, we could turn any of the builds we've constructed into a library. There we go. That works. Not bad. I've not used too many fence gates in this world. But there's another one. Right. Let's not use bookcases in this instance. Where's the... There it is. We'll add a few chests. Probably just get 4. 4 will be fine. We'll add some crafting tables. As you know, I think we'll add some chairs. Because why not? Shop assistants need to have a sit down at times in their working day. Oh, I keep forgetting about the triple craft that you get off of signs now. It is a wee bit annoying. And I forgot to craft fences, but we can craft some here. So let's add some of these. Brilliant. Let's get a chest in the back. Maybe some lights. I forgot to bring some lights. Let's place down some benches here. And we'll put the side at the side. There we go. Bit of an armchair. An arm bench, if that's such a thing. Or if there's such a thing. And that should be most things sorted. Let's add another box there. And a couple more chests there. Why not? Actually, I'm going to add one more fence because I want something to hold the side off of. Let's see, is that the centre point? Shop. Oh, shopped. Unfortunately, the side doesn't actually sit there. And you can't put it underneath. Alright, well, it was a nice idea at the time. Cool. Epic stuff. So, we have completed the project here. I noticed the transition from one build to the next build didn't look amazing. But, I mean, whatever. Like, if I was in a position where I had two frames up against each other, I would move one back or bring one forward. But we couldn't really do that because the hill was in the way and I don't want to, like, completely blitz the hill. So, yeah, we're just going to live with it, I guess. But we do have some lights that we can add in time to complete the build. Let's actually craft some of these. Oh, you know what? We can just put them under the chests because that works. There we go. Not too shabby. Let's add another one at the back here. And we will put a trapdoor over it. How far away is that? That's 2 in. So we'll just add another one there. Cool. So that should be that. Pretty happy with it. We can add some more grass and vegetation here as well. Probably not going to build anything on the hill just because that'd be a wee bit too difficult. Plus we don't have much in the way of space. I mean, what would you build? Not sure. Not very sure, to be honest. Look at that. The two stairs have joined up. That's pretty funny. Not sure if we should change that. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what would be better. We'll just leave it for now. But that should bring to an end yet another episode in my Journey World. Next time, not sure what we'll do. Join me to find out. Until then, I'll see you later.